You got a drink, yeah?
Go on, guess.
I feel like I should have brought me Jack Daniels, man.
Oh, fuck, you love Jack Daniels.
I love our 4 bottles, not even one.
Why are you wearing clothes? Oh, okay.
I just don't mind.
First time we're not wearing.
You got your guns out. Mine's not
I've got my gun in here. He has in his gun house.
Actually, no, I mean gun.
I know what you mean. I've got my gun with me. He doesn't have his gun out. Do you know what I mean? He wants to do the clap.
I want to do the clap.
I don't know, it's
I
hard.
was looking forward to the clap.
Well,
You looking forward to the clap.
Run.
I've got the claps.
so when do I do the clap?
No.
Right.
Why did you have to do
That was alright though, that was
Why?
alright.
Yeah, that's good. I'll take it. Yeah,
You
fuck
sure?
it.
I have to do it.
Yeah, that's it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because it's for my editing, man. That's
You
fine.
messed up now.
Well, cool.
Alright then.
Do you want to do the clap again?
Yeah, do it hard. Next to the mic.
I just do it because I think I
Next to the mic. Hard.
3,
Hard.
2, 1.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Is that
not
good?
fuck
Yeah.
me. The neighbours on way.
I think that's the loudest we've had so far.
I think so. You win.
Maybe
That
I'll
was-
clap like that.
That was a military clap. Alright, okay, so
Don't be ready.
boom, obviously, after that podcast, I think I say the same thing all the time.
It's fine. That's all I
Alright, bro.
think.
You just forget your name.
By the way, this is the first. I'm a bit tipsy. I do apologize. As a manager, like I'm messing up.
Bro, was this a professional podcast, bro?
Yeah, you just said it all.
We're hot. He's got fucking California next to his dick.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Alright. So obviously, familiar faces, Yusuf, and then instead we have...
Yeah, I'm Kes, known as Keiron.
Okay.
I'm in the British Army, Queen's Guard. Stand out Bolton Palace, but we do other things than that. We're infantry soldiers. So I do 6 months at Catterick.
That just
all
went
good.
over my head. You had me at Kess.
Yeah, that's alright.
No, but I think that's the best intro we've had so far, bro. Like,
No, because the rest
My
of
name
it.
is Kes, aka Keiron. Oh, no, Keiron, aka Kes. British Army. Is that how you, everywhere you go, yo, my name is...
Is that like your title?
Well, if I go into a military base, it's my name's Guardsman Naylor. Because I
That's
passed
his
off
last name.
recently, so it's Guardsman. We used to be Trini Guardsman, but
Yeah.
that's Guardsman. And then I've got like a number and shit.
I'm just Mr. Khalid, me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I just feel like it's just an extra level of like when you call, for example, I don't know, like a takeaway.
Yeah.
Do you just say my name is like
No.
Yeah, my Guardsman Naylor.
Well, I'll tell you, when he goes to takeaway, it's usually my dad.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Hello, Mo.
Hello, Amo, and uncle in Arabic. And it's Kevin, my friend, hello. Yes, free pizza for you. That's what happens.
Yeah, but it's got to the point now, like, when people say Keiron, I'm like, what? And then I just see it when people ask me name now, if I go, like, what, Starbucks or something.
Yeah.
I don't go Starbucks, yeah. But I'm like, Naylor. Because, and then they're always like, who? I'm like, Naylor. And they're like, Naylor. I'm like, no, it's Naylor.
Yeah.
And they just never understand us because the accent is just...
Because we call him Kes, and obviously at work they call him Naylor, so they never call
Yeah,
him
you don't
Kieran.
go by first names, it's always
Oh,
last.
okay.
Well, your mum and dad call you Kieran.
Well, obviously not gonna be like
Naylor.
Naylor.
I'm gonna be Naylor, okay?
Like, Kes, come here,
Oh
man,
my
you
God,
got some
Kes.
washing to pick up.
The one watching to become.
But that's good. So you're in the British Army. I know that's a bit like fast forwarding to the like
Yeah.
but like, so how long have you guys known each other though, by the way?
Wow.
5 years? Would you say?
What year was this?
2016.
16?
Yeah.
So it's summer of
Was it
16.
like college or like or what?
I was on the sesh. No, but I knew him through, like, I got to know people in his area
Yeah.
through college, and I went out with them.
So this was way before the army thing.
No, that
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
that was-
no, he
that
just
was-
was.
So would you say there's a difference between him like?
Yeah, I've got a job now.
So we have
He's always said, get
we
a
always
job.
had we always had like an inside joke where we were all employed at some point and we
Yeah.
all had jobs and he didn't. So I'm like, Kiss, get a job, man. Kiss, get a job.
Don't
And
diss
then-
my man for being your benefits though.
I was his first manager.
Was it what?
He worked for my dad.
Yeah, he used to work at Pizza Hut with him. Pizza shop now.
Well, you didn't tell me
So I
about
was
what
his
it
first
is.
manager.
So you were his
No,
manager.
Brad.
I was your manager,
even
Kiss.
there, you man.
Fuck off, I got you the job. I'm your first sergeant and you know it.
Yeah, I get fucked.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Do you know, on like his passing out parade and we met his sergeant. I was about to say I'm his first sergeant, but I didn't.
Yeah, you
I
don't
proceed
know
up
that, yeah, you
because he
don't.
looks hard.
No, I'll not say anything to civvies, man. If I said that, they'll be like...
Civvies mean civilians, which is
Yeah.
us, basically.
There's so many army terms, bro. Going
Oh
on
no,
with my
civvies.
head.
Yeah, we have to.
There's
I
many,
told him.
there's
man.
many.
I
He
told
told us
him.
not to say
Slow
it.
down, bro. Like, I was like, what the hell?
Okay, so let's start from the beginning.
Okay, so
Slow
before,
down.
so this was way before the army. What were you like? Like, were you just chilling in Sunderland, doing
So,
Sunderland stuff?
Before the army, I left school and that, like, started knocking about with some friends, just drinking, blah blah blah. I went to college and that. I was doing art, shite, don't do it. Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's fucking shite.
Are you mad?
Honestly, I did it because there was just nothing else.
So like what, painting and like.
Yeah.
Fun.
And then I went into painting and decorating. Still not about Yusuf and that. And then I just thought it wasn't for me. I'm like, nah. I just get bored really easy.
Yeah, I think that's.
And
So
I always thought a bit about
spontaneous?
the army. Like that was always my last option.
Yeah.
And our friend Scott, Keith, who's a para now, dickhead.
Shots.
Yeah, well, if he was here, we'll be arguing for this.
It's like a different regiment they have.
Then it's
I don't
beef.
know.
Yeah.
It's like
But,
PHP and Python programmers, I don't know.
Alright, come on.
But,
You don't want to be programming in PHP.
Exactly.
Alright, but go on.
So I just decided it was like what year is this? 2020, start of end of 2018.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna join the army.
So there wasn't like this huge like pride, like I want to fight for Britain, or it was just like, bro.
Nah.
So it wasn't for your country? You're like, I don't give a fuck about your country.
Well, you're just like, yo, this pays.
Nah, it's
Do some press ups.
like at the time I'm like, yeah, I'll join it. It'll be something. It's a bit more different, and it's a bit different every day. You can do multiple things. Like if you're interested in sports, you can
Yeah.
bloody go skiing for like a week in
And they'll
France
pay
and all
for
that
it,
stuff,
yeah.
and they'll pay for it.
Yeah.
And you can just do loads of other stuff.
Go
on
and do
tours,
boxing and shit.
whatever. And
Yeah.
So
I just thought it was interesting. It was something different all the time, and
Yeah, so it was
a different
It
lifestyle.
wasn't like a hard decision. It was just like, bro, like I'm just gonna go straight. Because I just feel like the army is such a like a I don't know. It's just like
It is a commitment.
it's a commitment. You know what I mean? You can't just be like, let me just try this army thing for a week. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I wish.
You can't. It's a 4-year contract.
Yeah,
man.
that's what I'm saying. You can't just be like, for me, I could like start a job and just leave and just.
Yeah, exactly.
But I feel like the army is a bit different.
Well, it is. It's just with the army and the normal job. It's just the army. Like you everyone thinks it's gonna be like you're getting beaten and bloody all this stuff, but it's not now because they can't, because of legal reasons. But the worst part about it is basic training, which I've just passed off February 21st, all that stuff. I made period.
Yeah.
But now I'm going to London and stuff, and it's much different. Once you get there, you can do what you want. But like a regular job, you can just leave when you want, can't you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I can't. I got a 4-year contract. They've got me for years.
So like,
It's illegal to leave.
that's what I'm
It's in
saying. So
prison.
I'm just saying it's a bit weird. So like, you go in, you do the training. So the training is it like I said, are you like crawling in mud,
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot.
scaling walls?
Yeah.
What if you can't scale the wall though?
You won't pass the
Oh,
army.
if you don't,
Yeah.
they'll scream at you till you do.
Like fuck.
So obviously
Yeah.
you wouldn't get. By the way, before you get in the army, there is a test, like a fitness test. It's not the hardest. Like people that go regularly to the gym can pass it.
Yeah. I motivate me, bro. I want to join the army, bro. Talk to me, bro.
You want to join the army? The Nigerian army.
The Nigerian army is
They'll just shit on you.
Bro. Like, I'm being honest. I've seen some of the training.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, this is not even humane at this point.
Really? They
Like,
just beat
they're
them
just
up.
doing, they're just messing with these guys.
The amount of ship like I've crawled through and stuff, and the amount
Sheep
of
shit?
mud, yeah, it's minimum.
And that's you're gonna be in the front of the line, you're gonna be in the back of the line, you're the arrow guy, like how do they
The arrow guy. They still use arrows. What is this brain?
Crossbow.
What is this quad when you get a streak or
You know what I mean? It's
something?
like you're gonna be the one with the sniper, like how do they go up?
Titanfall.
It just depends what you apply for, right? There's this infantry, so front line, which could
Like ground
No, really.
boots.
So front line, so it's like bro.
yeah,
like
yeah, I'm the
guns
heart of
and
it.
what-
I'm being shot at, yeah. So the infantry could consist of like the rifles and guardsmen, which I am, and the paras.
They come from
Yeah.
support from
Okay, bro.
The
so-
parachute
from
regiment.
airplanes, you know?
Okay, so okay, cool. So that's the
That's
front,
the infantry.
front guy, the infantry.
Yeah,
So,
that's front line.
for example, right? So let's say like Russia come to
Yes.
Sunderland right now.
I don't think they want
We're fucked.
they want the bridges or something.
I don't know.
Like,
They come to bridges and like, you man, it's
Oh,
on,
someone
it's
will go.
on. You know what I mean? Like, so do they be like, alright, you guys, you're the one that they call to like
Yeah.
straight away.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
first line, front
So
line.
you're the one ducking behind walls, like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
you make it sound like it's BB guns. It's me when I was
That's a
9.
weird
fucking-
one.
There's a lot more in the army than you think. It's not just Call of Duty. Like honestly, like
Yeah.
when you join, they're like it's not like Call of Duty. It's not. It is. It really is. It's quite fun.
But it's like how people-
I'm just thinking you're here,
So if you
you're
kill
here
nine
sat
people,
down,
you get a
chilling.
helicopter.
Like you're pretty chilled now.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't imagine you in like the middle of.
Bro, on
Russia,
Monday is
like,
gonna be doing some stuff that
Like don't. Is there like a fear there for you? Like I could literally be in a
a
war
war.
where people are shooting at me.
I've had rounds going over my head, live ammunition and stuff, and I was absolutely fine with that. I almost got blown up by a grenade. Like LFTT, it's at the end of your training.
Yeah.
To see
I had
if
a tough time.
you are ready to be an infantry soldier.
Yeah.
Which basically consists of just doing fire maneuvers.
Yeah.
There's a lot, right? If you're not there, it's hard to explain, but I'm going to explain the easiest.
Yeah, right, go on.
But you've got live ammunition, you're doing attacks and stuff, the way you do it. And there was one time, my platoon sergeant was like, come here, Neil. He's from Newcastle, and he's canny bloke and that.
Yeah.
And he was like, come here, get this ammunition, run up here, you're a runner. And basically a runner is a person that has to run ammunition and his rounds going over. And this guy was like, the safety staff was like, get down, and I had no clue. I got down and that. I got off the thing when we passed it all, and they were like, yeah, a grenade was going off at that time. I'm like, what do you mean? They were like, you didn't know, and there was a live grenade just being
Could have
thrown.
killed you.
And like, a grenade, everyone expects like a boom and the explosion kills you, but it's not. It'll blow up or go up, but it's a shrapnel of the grenade that kills you more than anything. Yeah. But I ran up on one of them. I didn't even know. It's quite funny.
It's not funny, bro. Like that is. But it's
Yeah,
like,
see, exactly. So you like, I want to join the army. I'm like, are you sure?
yeah, I'm not doing that. Like, you're not shooting.
You'll be like, rap, can I rap?
But I just feel like you're so chilled about it, though. Like, is that like when does that mindset kick in? Right?
Past that parade, that's when they display their discipline and.
Yeah, that's what I said. When you guys were doing like the march.
Bro, like at some point, because I barely got on my phone because I was recording with the GoPro, and at some point I swear that they were marching and it looked like one big like all there. They were so aligned. It looked like they were all just one person.
Yeah, that's what it's meant to be.
mad. I'm like,
It's meant to
fuck.
be two forms.
Fucking hell, how did they read each other? I'm like, that's mad.
Because that's what guardsmen are. We are infantry soldiers. We're trained to kill.
Well,
Not kill, but you know.
but
But-
So if we get a
But
scrap tonight,
Drill is this is our thing that we're known for. Like outside of Buckingham Palace, and all that stuff, marching and stuff. That's what we're about. Like that's what everyone thinks we're about. But it's
let's
more-
talk. To be fair, Keiron wasn't like that before.
that's
the
what I'm
army.
thinking. Like,
I mean, everyone knows him, and you've seen him in my stories before. He's like the mental guy. I mean, come on.
Nah,
Your tattoos.
I'm not any.
no, but I still saw you like throwing your shit, like his stuff out the window. No, you were throwing his stuff out.
Oh, okay,
And I almost threw his cat as well. Bro, people were like, what
That's
the
what
fuck?
I didn't think like, but okay, actually, this one thing. So imagine, because you know when you're in the club, right?
In the club.
Yeah, the club.
Sure.
You get fights all the time, right?
Yeah.
You get like, oh, you started it all. What?
Yeah.
So are you just like, bro, someone please start with me? Like, so like, are you
Oh,
like,
are you like,
saying-
you were looking for a scrap or you're
or are you just like, if someone starts on you, are you just like, I'm
Bro,
ready.
you know what?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, you've dropped a grenade. Are you more like, I'm ready, I want to get my
Nothing
training,
phases you.
or
Nah, I don't really give a shit, to be honest.
so are you more like the back down? Or-
Nah. Let's say we go to a club and someone starts, I'm like, yeah, give it a rest, but I try to talk my way out, but as you do, maybe piss heads, but if that happened, like, kind of
course
just
it
stand there and get whacked out loud.
But I'm
That's
just
the
thinking,
same way around.
No,
I don't
but
give a fuck
you know
about
you
that.
could like headlock this guy and break his neck and so and so.
No, but it's not like that. Like, I see where you come from. You
Yeah.
feel like, because of the pride of being like, I'm in the army, look at me, I'm
No,
sorry.
not necessarily.
But it's
like,
nothing like that. I'm just
Yeah, that's something because
fuck.
these people are just like piss heads. They're just like,
Yeah, of course.
Wow, what, mate? And you've gone through all this training for like so long.
Yeah.
Are you like, just yo, bro, just chill.
I know.
I don't want to hurt you.
Yeah, probably.
Or are you just more like, alright, bro, let's this on.
Like, yeah, I can see yes and
Well-
no, but at the same time, like, my career, if something like that happened,
Yeah.
I'd get shit for it. I can't be arsed with that.
Um,
Well, I came to
Well,
it.
you can get wrong for
If
fighting.
I
with-
came to it then fair enough.
You can get wrong for fighting
Like,
with the.
the way you say fair enough
Mate.
is scary, bro. Like,
No, but
yeah, like, yeah. If I had to break your neck.
mate, the amount of shit, like, it's just crazy what they push you through. Is like a lot of it's mentally.
Yeah.
It is like years ago they could beat you and that. They don't now. They just scream at you. We've been like made to do push-ups for fucking.
So how
hours
bad would
and
they beat you
stuff.
back in the days?
Back in the day,
Yeah,
you step out line, they would fill you in.
Like legit.
Like literally, they used to see like jaw ahead, and you see a jaw, crack the jaw.
Oh wow.
If you see head, they'll run up here. Like you'd stand here, they'd step back about 5 places, run up and just whack you in the head a few times. Like, there's just crazy shit. Like, with the army, there's a lot of, like, shit you have to...
I would never
you do.
imagine that happening
No.
in, like, Britain. Like, do you know what I mean? Because with all the laws these days and things
Now,
like that.
nowadays, yeah, I don't think that. No, definitely not.
See, like, the thing you find out the best with the army is straight away is, do you know how you say all Americans, like, American soldier, you go into public and everyone's like, oh my god, you're a soldier, bad.
Yeah.
Come with Britain, you're like, yeah, I'm in the army, you're like, alright, no one gives a fuck. That's what I like about Britain.
Do you know what's mad? Do you know what's mad? Like, where they train, all the, like, most of the regiments train in Catterick, right? And,
No, just the infantry.
the infantry, yeah, which is a lot of different, you know. And they go out drinking in Darlington, which is rough as fuck,
you know.
right? Me and the para mate.
I wish I literally
Scott,
would know
right?
that. It sounds so fun.
We went out drinking, right? Do you know they don't let people if you're bald? I had short hair back then.
Yeah.
You remember when I had short hair?
Yeah.
If you're bald, they don't let you in clubs because they know what they're like.
It depends what it is.
It's like, oh, what do you call them?
Squaddies.
Yeah, you're a squaddie.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you a squaddie? I'm like, me. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm a programmer, bro. I'm like, I don't do that shit.
Like, when we first
So
started
they don't
going
let
out,
people in?
like, you're bald when you first start, you have to get 2 all over. And if you go out and they're just saying
That's just mental stuff, though. Like, you can't even have, like... So I can't walk...
Yeah, literally, me and Scott struggled. I mean, obviously, because he's an actual squaddie, like, he wouldn't get in. But for me, I'm like, well, what the fuck, bro? I'm like, I'm not even...
It's because they start trouble. It is, like, when I first joined, like, I had a 2 all over and I went out with all my mates.
Yeah.
See a bunch of basically skinheads, they're like, yeah, you're fucking squaddies, you're down Catterick down the road.
Yeah.
Shit's gonna go down.
Oh, shit. It's
So
proper like
basically-
the 80s.
because
shit, man.
This is like a different world. Like, people are in their jobs, like...
I
and
know,
you guys are
like,
out
it follows
here.
you everywhere, man. That's mad.
That's a different world. Do you know what I mean?
On the second fucking go on, Kes.
Bro, like, you've been through stuff, though.
Not really. Well, you can
It's
say
just
that,
tough.
like,
Yeah. Okay,
I've got worse to come in...
Oh, hey.
That's on the camera as well. That's what I was gonna ask next. Like, it's like...
It's different.
So does it affect your personal life though? Like I don't know if you, but it's like you have a family, you have maybe like you're in a relation. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like,
Girlfriend.
and then you have to go to the army, do all of this stuff, and she has to be aware that they could call you any minute to just like leave and.
Could
like,
be having sex. And they
No,
call,
I'm-
be like,
I'm
hold on,
thinking-
pause this, hold this thought.
No,
Just make it weird.
Are you serious? Like,
You'll have blue balls in war.
Nah, like if I'm in the middle, right, and I get that military call, can you just ignore it?
If you're having sex and you
Right,
get the call.
Alright, it's on camera by the way, so just.
No, I'm fine.
If you're late to the call, they'll be like, this guy, man. you're
No,
like-
no, it's nothing like that. They just think I missed it.
Okay.
But if I got a phone call and I'm during sex, I'm like,
What if you
I'm not
drunk?
answering that. That could be Yusuf. I'm not answering it.
Well,
For
yeah,
minutes.
Yeah, you don't answer.
I'm like, yeah, you're alright, Yusuf.
I answer calls during sex. No, I don't.
But what if it's like an argument though? Like when you're like if you have a, like.
That's a serious moment.
No, like,
serious moment.
like if I'm at home and my phone rings, I can ignore it. But if it keeps going and going, like,
Do they keep
whichever
ringing
on
if
my
you don't
phone,
answer?
it'll pop up like a phone number and they'll say
Yeah.
Ministry of Defence, and that's when you know
Wow.
it's big. Yeah, I've had that a few times.
Do you?
And that's just shit. Like,
Do they keep
I need
ringing
to
it?
answer that as soon as
Wow,
possible.
Do they keep ringing if you don't answer?
I haven't had it in a while. It's just before I applied, like the Ministry of Defence rings you up and they're like, yeah, you're still gonna join and stuff, and then that's what it is.
That's bad.
So, but your family and everyone's okay with it, like girlfriend or
Yeah.
or like.
Like, my ma's proud as out, and my dad guns on about all the time, does me fucking tits in.
His dad is clueless,
He is
man.
the worst.
We
like,
have to talk about what he did, and we have to.
Yeah. Well,
Do you know his parade and stuff, and his like big graduation and
Yeah.
stuff? He was clueless. What, like, he was getting an award for being the best endeavor, like the best performance he did.
It's like the
it was
hardest
a big,
work.
it was a big award for him, and he was trying to surprise us for us, so he didn't tell us
Yeah.
that he was getting it. But they gave us leaflets about all the information
And it
about
was-
them, and we saw it
Yeah.
before it happened. So obviously, there's a lot of like Queen's Guards.
Recruits.
Recruits.
Yeah.
There's a lot of recruits, so we can't really see him properly. But like, there was 5 of them that went forward, and one of them was Keiron. He was getting an award.
Yeah.
And I was telling his dad, I was like, look, it's Keiron, it's Kes. He was like, who? He's like, this, there you can see him. He was pointing at someone. He's like a black guy. I'm like, are you serious? And then like they were like, oh yeah, he's getting an award, Nail for best endeavours. He was like, oh, they should nail it. I'm like, what have I been saying for the last hour? Like he's getting an award, but like, he was still clueless.
Yeah, but like your dad's like super like happy.
Oh, but he is. Isn't
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
I think it's quite inspiring. I thought you were gonna speak like the army is this, but it sounds quite like.
No, it is
got
good.
its
Like,
pros and
I
cons, I
absolutely
guess.
love my time at that place.
That's something you're talking about. Good mates, drinking, like.
But
so
they
like,
go through the toughest. I
What's
mean,
the
you
problem,
went
bro?
through what was it called? The X training.
Man. Right.
It's like
so,
72 hours.
so basically, like during your basic training, you do exercises. You do exercise 1. That's nothing. Exercise 2 is just blah blah, getting the basics. Exercise 3 is seeing if you know it from phase 1. That's what everyone does. So if you're joining like the Med Corps or like RLC, you do phase 1.
that's all that military stuff.
Yeah, like it is hard to explain. Like,
Yeah, I totally understand, bro.
but
I'm trying to catch it. I'm trying to.
like phase 1's your basic understanding of the army.
Yeah.
Infantry soldiers do phase 2.
Yeah.
And phase 2 is like phase 1, but like a lot more.
In
As
depth.
as we're basically trained to like neutralize the enemy. That's the polite way to say it. Kill the
Mad.
enemy.
Mad.
Right, I'm joining down.
Kill my people, yeah. I see how it is.
That's a bit. Actually, I think you guys should do like a show. Be like, okay, I've got training in the army. I was in.
I'm from Iraq. He's going to Iraq.
Yeah, man, I see your cousin.
He was about to go to Iraq, you know.
Yeah, I just missed out.
Iraq is cool.
I'm like, yeah, say hi
Yeah,
to my
it's just
auntie, yeah.
It's just peacekeeping now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Iraq.
peacekeeping, fine. You guys fucking taking the piss. If you have to be.
That's something. That's
That's
why
what
I've
I'm
always.
prepped for
I
it.
just like that military training. It's like there's places where like just like
You'll
like,
never
discipline,
experience it.
anger, like alertness. Like bro, like I'm not gonna lie. This is probably bad, but like it's nothing compared to what you were like saying right now. Yeah. But I was literally sat here and a seagull, right? Bro, I was so
To the
afraid.
army.
I was like, bro, if this seagull jumps in this room right now, like, what the hell? Like, do you know, but I've never experienced like, do you know, like, I don't like the adrenaline in my heart was just like,
Yeah.
wait, what do I do? Like, where do I get the like?
You just strangle the seagull. The seagull.
Like, you know what I mean? I'm just like, so I just feel like I'm not trained. Like my brain isn't trained for like situations.
Yeah.
Like if something kicks off,
You wouldn't know
I
what to
don't.
do.
It gives like I'm more of an analytic guy. I'm more like
If there's an earthquake, what are you gonna do?
that's it. I'm more.
What
of
am I gonna do if there's an
Hide in
earthquake?
the bathtub.
A fucking
Yeah,
bathtub. I
that's
like
what-
it.
I'm
That's
not-
like 20. It's one of them.
I'm more of a sit down and think. Like you know, program. I'm more sit
Program,
down.
yeah.
Okay, this
They're like, yeah, this is logical
But someone
thinking.
just go, yeah, bah, it's on. I'm like, wait.
Can I think about it?
Yeah, like, give me time. Like, you know what I mean? I just feel like
I know what you
I'm
mean.
trying to learn how to be more like.
Quick thinker,
Yeah.
improv. It's like when you freestyle and rap. You have to
I
think
don't
on the
even
spot.
freestyle in rap, bro.
I know, I've seen you in AfterDark.
That's how bad I am at improv.
No,
Honestly,
no.
I'm so like, if you tell me rap right now, I'm like,
Cat, hat,
like, you know, I'm not
bat.
weird. But like, I feel like so are you good like at like even in like
Fast reaction.
fast reactions, like do you make decisions quickly?
Yeah. Well, it depends on the situation. It's like when you're doing like certain things, like you get nominated to be in charge. Like you'll have your sergeant, and then you'll have his 2 IC, and that is literally the sergeant will be like, get me this, and you have to go ask blokes. Ammunition state, like I was on LFTT, there's rounds going over us and stuff.
LFTT.
Like you literally have to keep down
No.
and keep your rifle up because you got live ammunition. You can fall, your mate's gone. Like so, and you do that stuff,
Shoot your
and he's
mate.
like, I need an ammo state, and you're like, Roger, happy days. So there could be
Roger.
a bloke mile like fucking about 100 meters away from you, and you have to run all the way down. But like, how much ammunition you got? He says 2. That's 2 magazines, and you have to go this up, blow, this up, blow, this up, blow.
Yeah.
Keep that. You have to just keep all that on top of your head. Tell him, and he's like, happy days, and there's a lot. And I did that on my final attack, and he said that was happy days. The best part about that was afterwards we got a safety team in front of behind us. He's like, "Yeah, have a bang." I'm like, "What? You can't."
Buying
have
his cigarette. by the
yeah,
way.
yeah. And then he's like, "Have a bang." Like people's doing the rest of the section attack just on
Yeah.
targets and stuff.
Yeah.
It's all safe. It's probably the safe thing you ever do, but it is scary. And we're just all having a bang, just cracking the sergeant and stuff. It is.
Do you know
good,
what's mad
it's
as well?
scary.
Like before Keiron joined the army, I've seen the whole progress of his
Yeah, because I feel like you're.
Because like, let's say, for example, I got a really good example because he was waving his arms and I saw it again. Your tattoos.
Oh,
we never
man.
actually quizzed you about it. So show the camera first of all. Your tattoos. Right. So we're gonna try to make you guess. So you can. Do you know what this is?
That's a plane.
And it says 2017.
Well, it looks like it.
Do you know what I have? Like, do you know that I have a tattoo?
No, I haven't seen your tattoo.
It's on my ass, bro. You know what I mean?
Can't get out of
It's
camera.
No, I'm not gonna have a camera. It's a holiday thing. But
Sorry, fam.
sorry, Dad. 618. What do you think that is?
618.
Yeah, what do you think? Just 618.
618. I don't know. Like, is that the amount of
People he killed.
that's
Man, you're gonna be surprised what it is.
I have no. Maybe
618 was his hotel room on the holiday.
Mm.
Hotel room number.
Basically, one night we were walking past in Bulgaria,
Wow.
absolutely steaming. And I put my hands in my pocket as I walked past the tattoo parlour.
And the keys were like printed
Pull
like
out and I
that.
said, "That's a fucking good idea."
So
I took all my money out and I'm walking around Bulgaria like what, about 5 in the morning, absolutely more around my head.
Yeah.
I was.
And I went and got it done. I got a tattoo and I don't like tattoos.
Wait, did you go by yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what he did, we were walking like there was 3 of us, one of our other mates as well, and we were walking back to the hotel. And he was like, I got a surprise for you in the morning. I got a surprise for you. I'm like, what can it be? Like, what's going on? He's like, oh, don't worry about it. So we went and I
Wait,
passed
did I
out.
just grab?
You just got
That's
this
empty.
guy. That's empty as well.
Okay.
Yeah, and he was like, oh, I've got a surprise for you. And we went, he didn't share the same hotel room as mine, so I shared it with someone else. And he said, oh, like, don't worry about it. So he went and we didn't know, I just passed out.
Yeah.
And he tried, I was like really drunk. He tried to wake me up and it was like a very blurry vision because I was really drunk. He's trying to show me what he got. And I don't remember. So I woke up in the morning and it just clicked and I was like, oh my God, did he just get his hotel room number?
It was the fact that I got we had like a safe in the hotel as you do, you
Yeah.
can get them. And I took all my money out. It was about 700 quid.
Ooh,
A
you
couple
can-
of
And
days
and you
in.
went to the
And I
tattoo.
went
It was
to
5
do
a.m.
it.
in the morning.
And then I'm like, yeah, can I get me a hotel room? Okay. And he's like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah. So instead of like just trace it, you get to biro pen out. I'm like, what the fuck? And he starts drawing around. I'm like,
And Acorn Lolly was
Clock's on.
playing.
Acorn Lonely starts playing.
Yeah.
I'm getting it done. I'm like, I am so good.
Me.
Just singing
And
away.
then, tell him what he did
There
after.
was this guy behind us getting a full sleeve with his bird. And his
Yeah.
bird fucked off from him and came talking to me, asking us about my tattoo just confused. So I get it done, I'm mortal. I paid £80 for it, right? I don't know why.
Because it's a simple tattoo.
They were like,
That's the empty
they
one.
were like 60 left. I'm like, yeah, that's cheap as that, but it works about, what, 80 quid.
You bro, that's
I
like.
go back to the hotel and instead of going to bed and that, I go at the bar and I just continue drinking.
In the
I'm
hotel?
some man just cracking about shit, and he starts buying his drinks. We're just fucking having a laugh now. Finally go up and just bringing on doors and that, and it was funny as fuck.
Man, but I feel like that's just one of those nights where like your life is just like it's just happening.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
really, yeah.
fucking amazing.
Every-
Yeah,
everything's
like the
happening.
holiday was bad. Like,
Yeah, it just feels like it's not planned. Like,
bro, I know my parents are not watching this. I know you're not.
Probably, yeah, like-
No, they're not.
But that is sick though. So
I had to get that plane because all the lads got
Yeah,
it.
it is.
I had to get out my
Everyone
ass
got
so
it.
they don't say.
Everyone got on ankles and stuff, but I'm like, nah, I'll get on my arms so people.
He's
ask
like
me.
proud, just
Yeah.
random things.
And
I
I got,
feel like that's you gotta go through that though.
You have
I
to,
feel
man.
like you were by yourself at 5 in the morning.
Getting his hotel room number.
Did you just think to yourself like, bro, I'm.
I don't know.
What
I
is
was
happening?
thinking, what? I'm like, yeah, I'll be good.
What is happening right now?
No, but it's like, how did your life end up in Bulgaria? You think like,
And that's why you joined the army.
yeah, I see why. 'Cause what the hell?
You need some discipline. That's why, boy.
I don't know. I'm just random as fuck, and I just don't care. That's my thing. I just don't really care about
I
anything.
guess I'm
It's
getting
funny.
scared.
It's funny.
I mean, it's funny, but it's just like.
It's like if you see his story, the amount of shit like I've done, and
Yeah.
oh man, it's
And-
But I think it's the best of both worlds though. Like, but I think you still have that side because again, I think you probably see because you were sat on the roof.
Oh,
yeah,
he was just
yeah.
hungover and he was just
Yeah.
on the roof.
there was a time
Why?
me and Yusuf and Cameron and that went out with the Cam who was on the podcast
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
We
Yeah.
went out right, and there was this crane right outside of BMQ
The crane,
all
the
over the
climb.
road, yeah.
Outside
So-
JD Gym.
So Yusuf's like, yeah, I'll climb it, and then Anis and Cam's like, no, you can't. I'm like, I'll climb it. Like, yeah, go on. Because they just know
You
I'm
climbed
that.
it.
So I climbs it. I'm pissed as fuck, right? I'm up there. I'm just having a smoke and that. There's a picture of us. I'm like on top of it with tab in my mouth, buzzing with my life. And then I'm like trying to get down. I'm like, yeah, this is dangerous. I'm like pissed out my head, and I'm like at that point, I'm like, yeah, this is bad. I'm like, yeah, just jump in the bushes. I'm like, no.
We were literally, no, me and Cameron stood up and they were like, we were literally ready to catch him. Because we didn't know, he literally couldn't get down. We were prepared to catch him. Imagine if we just like, oh, he just drops.
Like, I was pissed, but I knew that was bad.
He eventually slid down.
I walked in the morning, put my trousers on. There was just a split in everything, man. It was funny.
But this was all before the army, by the way.
Yeah.
That was all before the army. Now he does enough crazy shit in the army that he's chill when he comes in.
Yeah, I feel like that's a really.
I'm not home long enough to do anything crazy.
Yeah, like it's just a weekend. All we do is like.
I've only had this week off because I passed me driving test first time and stuff.
So you just have a week off, and then you're back to dodging bullets.
It's not even a week off. That's only because of his driving test. He gets a weekend.
But I feel like this podcast is this is like. If you have 1 week and you decide to do our podcast, bro, I'm quite honest.
Well, because I said it Yusuf for a while because I know he does it all, and like me and Yusuf always talk about like YouTube, like us we're obsessed with the stuff. Like honestly,
I got my English from YouTube.
Like it is our TV and stuff, and I always said like I want to be on it.
Yeah.
And then there's like been a few weekends I'm home, but he was always during the week.
You were doing Wednesdays.
So when he rang us this week, he was like, "Do you want to be on a podcast Wednesday?" I'm like, "Yeah, fucking tear out today." Because I love this stuff.
I thought, well, we're really like, we're doing this. I'm not gonna lie, that is so sick though. So like from now, where does it go? Because you've graduated now, you're in Buckingham Palace, London, or like where does it go from
So the 9th of March, I'll leave and I'll go down to London. I'll be in Wellington. So literally Buckingham Palace is here, and Wellington Barracks is literally next to it.
Yeah.
So literally it's like
Bro, I'm
20
so
seconds walk.
I feel like I'm so honoured. Like I'm really like. I know that you've been to the AfterDark shit, but it's like your life is like important, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got important.
It might be years, but I'm like, nah. I don't really care.
That is like big man stuff. That is like you're gonna be guarding
the Queen.
the Queen, bro.
It is the
I
Queen.
am on our podcast.
What does she do?
No, but literally I'll go down 9th of March.
Yeah.
I'll be there. I'll be doing like. Once you get there, it's a lot more chill. It's not like basic training where it's like a lot of mental shit. They'll just leave you alone and you'll.
So it's
chill
more chill.
and
It's only the first phase like that before
Yeah, so
the
you already have the training.
It's working now. Like
I'm a trained soldier now.
Yeah.
And a trained guardsman, so they're like all the marching and stuff. So I'll go down there. I'll do PT every day, and probably by Thursday I'll be stood outside of Buckingham Palace like this.
You know where you see them?
Do you know the big fuzzy hats like you usually call them?
You're gonna wear it.
Well, it's a bear skin.
It's bear skin.
Yeah, it's made from real bear. It's about this big, and it's we wear a grey coat.
Yeah.
Like you might have seen.
But I thought it was red, the red one.
Well,
Yeah,
it
there's
is.
different-
It's a red tunic during summer and spring, but during the winter
It's
you
like
wear the
grey
grey
coats.
coats, the long ones. It's like-
Well, you're not gonna. Yeah, it's just,
You can put a picture of that.
I'll put a picture in there. That's a lot of editing for that.
But that's what you wear during the winter. During the summer, you wear the red coat. What you see, like on the telly and all that.
So if
So do you know all the Chinese men and all the photo tourists?
Yeah.
They're taking pictures like, oh, is it gonna be something?
Well, that's what I'm saying. So if imagine we go down to London, right? We're messing with
I'm
you.
telling him. I'm telling
Are
him.
you gonna shoot us?
Yeah.
No.
No. You're not
What if
gonna
I
shoot-
smack your
Well,
hat?
it depends. Like if I'm outside of Buckingham Palace, right at the front doors,
Yeah.
we just stand there. You're not getting to us. But if I'm marching somewhere and there's people in front, I can just whack them out of the way and get away with it and stuff.
I was telling him, tell me one day when you garden and when you know you garden,
Please tell
and I
me.
want to come down. Like, go on, yes! Go
Bro,
on,
I
yes!
see something.
I'm like, yeah, bro.
So what if, but yeah, if they push you, you could like smack them in the face.
Yeah,
Yeah,
obviously, one day.
fill the cunt in if I wanted.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It's crazy.
It's like for parents, I'm gonna start doing some push-ups and shit so I can.
That is
Because
so
I'm gonna
cool.
push you.
It's fine.
But yeah, what about? But so you're just gonna be like back off, like, or you?
Oh, first
Yeah,
you give a warning.
You just see like make way for the Queen's Guards when you're marching and you just push them out of the way. You probably
But
seen the
nothing
video.
happens to the Queen.
I've seen
though.
videos.
Like, the Queen.
No, but the Queen's
Well,
Guards,
you
bro.
know when the Queen's in Buckingham Palace,
Yeah.
she'll have the British flag flying above it.
Yeah.
But
Oh, is that when
I'm Coldstream Guards.
Is that when
right?
you know?
Hmm?
Is that when you know the Queen's in the
Yeah,
Buckingham Palace?
you'll see the British flag flying.
Oh, I didn't know that actually.
Well, I'm Coldstream Guards, and basically the Coldstream Guards is like the oldest regiment in British history.
Yeah.
We have the Grenadier Guards, the Irish Guards, and the Welsh Guards, and the Scots Guards.
Yeah.
And
Scott.
but the Coldstream Guards is the oldest in British history simply because the Grens were first. But it was when the kings basically started like this shit, and the Coldstream went down and fuck them up.
Okay.
What you're saying is that if you're going to join the army, you have to understand your
Do
decision.
research, yeah.
Do your research. It's no longer your decision, and you have to have
Yeah.
that sense of duty.
Have that.
Just be prepared for what's ahead of you.
Yeah.
That's basically it. Like,
Be
it's not
prepared
going
to
to just be
drink a lot.
all this, like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, running about, blah, 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 doing all this stuff. It's not. It's a lot of discipline.
Yeah.
But honestly, it is the most fun. You meet the best people ever. And honestly, it is great.
Well, you haven't met me in the army.
I just like, shout out to the Queen, bro.
Shout out to the Queen.
Yeah, shout out to the Queen. Man.
God save the Queen, I guess.
Yeah, big up the Queen.
My best moments is literally being crawling through mud and dirt and just
I
running about.
It's a different
Absolutely
sort of
nothing.
learning.
It's great.
Honestly, we can talk about this forever, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a different sort of learning from being in an office or like. It doesn't have the same glory. Like if I was a businessman, I don't like you can make millions, but it's not the same sort of. It's a different sort of like.
It is. Well, I'll tell you what. One day, probably Kieran's gonna be in a different sort of, like he's gonna be promoted in a different position. We're gonna have another episode where we're still.
No one
running
is
the
honestly. I
podcast
wanted to
weekly
get you on like maybe at least once a month.
after 2 years or something.
I just
It'll
feel
be
like,
like enough.
there's so many shit that's gonna happen. Do you know what I mean? I just feel like
Yeah.
it's such a like.
But like next month, but like, oh yeah, I did this, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I'd happily come on as a fucking laughter.
But yeah, I guess you'll have
Alright,
to
bro,
look
good
forward
vibe,
to
good vibe. So
the next time.
should we like I don't know how we're gonna wrap this up though.
Well, I want to
I think we
Instagram
already
shout
wrapped it
out
up.
for once.
I would have already put it in the beginning, by the way.
Well, I don't care. I want it again.
Yeah, okay, hi, here, man.
It's
Have it.
I need to check.
No, man, it's there, man. It's on the
No.
screen.
Right
It's
there.
not on the screen.
It's not gonna be on the screen because you said that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's gonna be here. It wasn't.
I can't be bothered to edit. Did you have enough time?
Big up your Instagram, bro. Big up your Instagram.
But thanks for watching and that and
It's
cheers, man.
Keiron_Neela.
Man, everyone gets it, man.
No, but that's not the point.
That's
You'll share this stuff.
yeah, that's stuff. I've got one job.
Yeah, but honestly, man, thanks for coming on. We're gonna get you like at least like.
We're gonna get you shots after this,
Yeah.
and
And then hopefully, like, bro, like if you end up like in
you're
London,
the queen. You're gonna
we're
be.
gonna come see you. Actually, yeah, you guys go check him out in London, bro. Like, the whole podcast.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be like it's a little AfterDark.
If this goes viral, you're gonna be like, you're just there trying to do your job.
And everyone's like, "Go on, Cass!"
yeah. Give us
Show
away.
me your tattoo,
Give us away.
Cass. Show me your tattoo, Cass.
Actually, yeah, we talked about both.